Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, September 13th, 2020. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to my podcast, thank you so much. Welcome. Please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com. That's lisahopp.com for all of my services, about my books, my bio. Sign up for the newsletter, all about upcoming events. So please check it out. And for those of you coming back, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It's amazing the little following I have. I appreciate it so much. I keep saying that, don't I? But I really mean it. I am very, very grateful. So, I hinted last week and perhaps the week before about a bit of a journey I've been on trying to get certified in a hypnosis method. I've been working on this hypnosis method for a year, and the test was like an albatross or something. But this week I did pass the test and became certified in a wonderful hypnosis method called Rapid Transformational Therapy. So what is the difference between regular hypnosis and this particular therapy? Well, regular hypnosis, you would become relaxed from head to toe, and then you would listen to a script. And perhaps you would listen to the script for several weeks. With Rapid Transformational Therapy, it goes a little bit deeper. It actually regresses you to at least 3 scenes to get you to the root cause of why there are certain issues that you have in life, whether it be the inability to lose the weight that you want, or giving up smoking, or phobias, or infertility, confidence, wealth blocks. There's a long list of issues that Rapid Transformational Therapy can help you with. It's amazing. It truly is. I am amazed every time I help a client with it. They go right back to the root cause, to that scene, and that scene can be a scene at 2 years old. It can be a scene at 7 years old. They go right back there to that moment that formed their belief and their blocks. And we go there and we look at it, and the client focuses on how it makes them feel. Sometimes the client is guided to talk to the person who hurt them. Definitely reframing happens, because when something happens to a child, it's never their thought. So you have to reframe that thought when the child takes them on themselves. I was drawn to this therapy because I have always been drawn to wanting to heal the inner child. Our inner child is honestly what set up our entire lives. We've been running, all of us, on the autopilot of what happened to us, for the most part, when we're very young. Sometimes things can happen when we're in our early adulthood, but for the most part, it was when we were a child, and then sometimes when we hadn't found our voice. So, when I heard about this therapy, I knew I had to become involved in it, because that's exactly what it does. It gets right in there and heals those moments. It upgrades the child. It heals the child. And another thing it does, which is the topic today, it gives the opportunity to give praise to the child. And in giving praise to your inner child, you get to blend that upgraded child that's hearing all the praise they always wanted to hear, and is feeling healed and secure. And you get to blend that child with your current self, healing spontaneously and instantaneously your current self. So rapid transformational therapy truly usually only needs one session. So please, if you're interested in that, for the most part it's done in my New Jersey office, but I can also conduct a session with you via Zoom. If you are interested, you do have the book, an hypnosis consultation session by telephone. It's actually called Hypnosis Telephone Consultation, I believe is what it's called, and it's found on my scheduling page. You book that, I talk to you for about 20 minutes, and then we, from there, see if we are to proceed. So far, everyone I've consulted with has proceeded. I want to make sure that it's right for you, and that I can help you with that. I'm pretty sure I can, but the consultation is necessary. So this week, being that it's a week I've been certified and doing consultations and really starting up that practice, the hypnosis practice again for my work, it really impacted me about how much praise is important to us, and how many of us don't really hear it enough. This week, I felt very pulled to contact someone whose work I admire. And I had just seen them, I just watched them perform the day before I actually wrote them. And I just felt this gut that said they needed to hear that what they're doing is important. And they needed to be praised. They needed to be praised. I could tell they were under the weather during their video. But they were brilliant. They did very well. And so I wrote them very respectfully, because we have not met before that email. And they wrote right back. They wrote right back within literally, I think, a minute. It was so sudden that I almost missed it. It was so quick. And I was so moved. Because they were so grateful to hear from me. They said it was exactly what they needed. And I came right back with how grateful I was that they even responded, and that they are on this earth to make a difference, and they need to know they're making a difference and how important they are. And it made me feel so good. It made me feel so good because I thought I did do a service, and they're a hard worker, and they help many people, and they deserve to know that they matter, and that they are important, and that they are truly serving mankind, and they are truly serving our country. So after I heard from them, I was floating all day. Because it was just a wonderful interaction, and I found myself the rest of that day praising everyone I came in contact with, and seeing how meaningful it was to them. It lifted them up. They grew an inch. And I realized how many of us just don't hear it enough. Sometimes there are those of us who serve people every day, and sometimes it's the people the closest to us that don't always think to say thank you, that don't always think to tell you job well done. And so that matters, because it can drain us, this world. And a child that is watching parents or siblings and is seeing that maybe they're not paying attention to them the way the child really wishes they could or would. A child needs to know they're important. A child needs to know they matter, that there's a purpose to why they're on this earth, that they're loved. It forms everything about the child, the self-confidence, the strength, the courage, the ability. And I myself can think about my past and those moments when I also wanted that praise. And one time I remember it came, but it came in response to me acting out because I hadn't gotten praise. I hadn't gotten support. And then I found out, oh yes, we have been proud. We do praise you. And, I guess it came, so better late than never. How many of you that are listening to me today also feel that you're not praised enough? You wonder how much you matter. Do you do things for people every day and they don't always think to thank you? You wonder just if you are important. Well, I can tell you honestly that you're incredibly important to this world. We are all one, and we are all connected to each other, and you are part of that wheel. And this world would be completely different without you. And it would not be better. I know with my listeners, it would not be better. Yes, I think if there were some people who are not in this world, it might be a little bit better. It reminds me of a Bee Gees song. I started a joke that started the whole world crying. There are people that can have a negative impact, but they are our greatest teachers. They teach us patience and strength, fortitude, and sometimes saintlyhood. But most of us, I feel, probably could use a little more praise. We do our work every day. We'd like to think we're cared about. And sometimes we have to talk to ourselves and convince ourselves that we are cared about. So, I want you to know that I understand that praise is important. And I would hope that there are people around you that give you praise. The young man I wrote, he said, it's like you came out of the clouds at the perfect time. And the people I praised the rest of that day, and I've been trying to do that ever since then every day, they had an extra wide smile. So I want to encourage you today to start to immediately praise yourself. We can't always count on our family and our closest friends to praise us, but we can count on us. And it's so important what you think and what you feel and what you believe. And the more positive that you believe and think and feel, the more positive things will come into your life in the way of relationships and prosperity, health. And so it's finances. So it is incredibly important to have a positive mindset, to have a mindset of faith and belief and inspiration and hope. And this world, isn't it? It's a little bit harder at times to have hope. But I can tell you quite honestly that even if it doesn't seem it, the wheels of this world are turning towards a better time, one where we will be less divisive and be one in every way again, but we will stand up for each other and look out for each other, and there will not be anyone with less. All of us will have enough, because that great understanding will be there, that we have to help each other, that we have to help our fellow man. And those people are here now. They're here now, helping their fellow man. But sometimes the voices that are negative, that are divisive, that are hateful, they seem to be louder sometimes, don't they? But we have to drown them out. And the only way to drown them out is to feel within yourself 100 times over and send it out, love. No matter what, love. I often hear the most beautiful people, the kindest people, the most fun people. I often hear them downgrade themselves with words. Oh, I'm just an idiot. Oh, I'm not all that bright. Oh, I'm fat. Oh, I'm ugly. Oh, I'm old now. I'm so old. And when they talk like that, that is not coming from a place of love. And the only way to have love in your life is to talk and feel love. And they, most of all, are the ones that want and need love. So if you are one of them, one of those people that love to speak as if you're humble, but you're not really humble, you're just being very critical of yourself, I want you to change. I'm giving you a project today. I want you to change those critical words, those critical thoughts, those critical feelings. Change them into loving thoughts, loving words, loving feelings. Grab it the moment you do it and change it into love. So the next time you say, I'm fat, I'm still fat, grab it, change it. I am all right. I am in the process of becoming healthy. I am strong. Whatever positive I am statement that you can say in response to that critical statement, do it right then and there. It takes the power away from the critical statement and puts the power of manifestation and happiness and health and wealth on those positive and loving words. So important. And until the bubble around you changes, be the person who praises you. Praise yourself. When you do something good, say good job. Pat yourself on the back. Brag about who you are. Speak with confidence. Reward yourself when you've had a good day, when you've achieved something. The other day, when I finally passed my test, I poured some very good wine to celebrate my victory, my accomplishment. You celebrate you and all your glory and all your beauty and all of your intelligence. Believe it or not, the more that you praise you, the more that others will feel what you are saying and want to praise you as well. That's so important. And you'll feel good too. Even if you start at first feeling that you're faking it a bit, that you really don't feel those words that you're saying to yourself, eventually you will program your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind will tell your feelings and your thoughts that you are phenomenal, that you deserve praise, that you are beautiful, and more than enough, and all the wonderful things that you want to hear. Job well done. Anything, any self-praise that you can give yourself. It's so, so important that yes, for now, it has to start with you. But you can do it, and you can make some wonderful things happen. And then, as I said, once you've been praising yourself for a while, others that you wished had praised you before, whether they be family or friends, will suddenly start praising you because you would have taught them how to treat you. Isn't that something? You will be teaching them how to treat you, and they will come around, and the first time and the second time will be a massive surprise. You won't even believe you're hearing it. But then praise from others will come naturally. And you'll find that you don't really even all that much have to praise yourself anymore, because it will be coming into you. Your shoulders will lift. You'll feel taller. You'll feel healthier. You'll feel happier. And that counts. That matters. So I want you to think today about how you can praise yourself. What you wanted to hear as a child. Whatever you wished someone had said to you as a child, had said to you, I want you to start talking to yourself like that immediately. If you wanted your mother to tell you that you were all right as you are, say that to yourself. You're all right as you are. If you wanted your parents to tell you how smart you were, that you were the same as your other siblings, that you were loved the same as your other siblings, you can speak lovingly to yourself. You can tell yourself, I'm just as good as them. I am an equal sibling. I know that now. And I don't need that praise I had as a child. I have it now. And I feel wonderful. And also, third thing, once you've given praise to yourself and once people have started to praise you, be sure to give praise to others. As I told you the other day, it was so much fun to be able to make someone happy. If I like someone's hair, I tell them. If I like their dress, I tell them. If I like their top, I tell them. If I like their bag, I tell them. It's important because you don't know what they're going through. So, like I might have had a little gut. I really truly didn't know what that young man I wrote to was going through. I don't know him personally. But I took a chance, and I made a difference. And I let him know in the process he makes a difference. So it was truly a win-win. You can be a win or give a win in someone's life. So when you're done giving praise to yourself continuously every day, and you start to hear that praise from others, or even before, pass it on to others, because it will make a difference. And guess what? It'll flow right on back to you. You'll be in the abundant flow. What you put out, you get back. So it'll be a constant circle of life, where what you put out comes right back to you again. Isn't that something? Isn't that amazing? It is. Try it out. You will see a difference. And lastly, I want you to understand, as I've told you before, that it's all right if you always needed and wanted praise. All of us as young children need it. And those people around us that could not give it to us, they are just human. And they were going through what they were going through. But it's okay. You're okay. And it's okay to want to have those words, to have that validation that you are worthwhile, to know that you're somebody. But we can fix this. We can fix it so that you never need that praise again. Once again, please be sure to go to my website at lisahopp.com. That's lisahopp.com. And I have to say that when I was drawn to this hypnosis program, I knew that every single person on this planet would benefit from it. But you have to be ready. So if you are drawn to do something wonderful for yourself, to help yourself to release something that you've been holding on to, or to release a habit, or to release a fear, please reach out. I would love to help you with that. Thank you so much again. If you're on YouTube hearing this, please like, subscribe, share. And if you're coming to this through Facebook business page, mine, and through that Spreaker.com, thank you so much. Also, like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much, wonderful listeners. And I'm so happy that you joined me on this Sunday. It's a little bit shorter podcast today, but I've been making you listen to me for, an hour lately, so a little break for you today so you can get on board with your Sunday. And if you're in a place right now where you are challenged because of fires, because of unemployment issues, because of health, if you're being challenged right now, I send out to you wonderful vibes, thoughts and prayers, and all that you need from heaven, from the angels and spirit guides and your departed loved ones to help you through this time. And if you're not going through something and you're just ready to enjoy a beautiful Sunday, I wish you well as well. Take care, everyone, and have a beautiful Sunday, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.